Evening, everybody. Irish Hayes checking in with you tonight with another review for you guys. Tonight I'm doing a very special review for a friend of mine on Facebook. He's starting up his juice company. It's called CupCakes. He's got three amazing flavors, as you can see here. We've got Death by Chocolate, we got Peach Crumble Cake, or Peach Crumb Cake, sorry, and we've got Very Berry Vanilla. Sorry about the little stain there, that's from my cap. Apparently I had a little bit of extra juice in there that I didn't know about. So, but anyways, yeah. Chris Hildebrandt sent me out a sample for the review. All of the cupcakes in 3 milligram. Normally I don't use a 3 milligram in my reviews. As you might have seen, all of my other reviews, they've been zeros. The reason for that is just because I've gone down to a zero where I don't use nicotine really anymore. But that's okay because honestly, I've got to say Chris has done an absolutely amazing job with this. The flavor is absolutely amazing. Again, like when it comes down to an example here. Okay, Death by Chocolate. I have tried, God knows, 20 to 25 different types of juice that are chocolate flavored in general, that they have a chocolate flavor in them, and it's always a really overpowering flavor and a very harsh flavor. This one here, we're gonna drip some of this just for you guys right now. This one, on the other hand, which I was actually really rather surprised with and very impressed with, again, like I said, Chris, really good, is even though you have nicotine in there and it's a 3, it's smooth. It's very smooth. And just so you know, I'm not full of crap either. You can see on the bottle it says 3 mg and a little dot, so we know that it actually is a 3 milligram. But it has a really smooth texture and taste to the juice itself, so the nicotine doesn't have that harsh, overpowering burn that you find with a lot of different juices, which is really good. And I'm really impressed. Like, I can't stop saying how impressed I am with this juice and how well he did at this. Um, when it comes to the flavor for Death by Chocolate, the description is a delicious layer of dark and milk chocolate frosting, smothering a downright sinful chocolate cupcake. I have to completely agree with the description of this, because you can taste the cupcake, the batter of the actual cupcake itself, and then when you first take a pull, you get that sweet flavor that you get when you bite into a cupcake with a nice chocolate frosting. So if you haven't tried this and you haven't heard of this juice yet, definitely as soon as it hits stores and you hear about it, I definitely recommend checking out the cupcakes. I'm going to finish off what's in here. The next on our list for tonight's review is Peach Crumb Cupcake, or Peach Crumb Cake. This is another one that, again, did an absolutely fantastic job on. So just going to put a little bit on the coils here so it's not too much, so it's not overpowering and mixing flavors. Again, this one reminds me of like a peach iced tea or a peach drink is the peach flavor that I get. It's not an overpowering flavor, again. You get that nice cake texture again, like you did with the other cupcake, which is definitely a nice surprise and definitely absolutely worth every puff. Again, the nicotine isn't very harsh. There's a little bit more of a kick with the peach compared to the other two, but some people prefer that little kick. Personally, me, it's not my personal favorite. But again, absolutely awesome juice, Chris. You did it. You bang on with the flavors and the way that they present themselves, and the way that when you inhale and exhale your vapor, you get those nice different flavor mixes that show up. Beautiful mix, man. Next on the list, and the last but very obviously very not least, is the Very Berry Vanilla. Now this was the first one that I tried when this package arrived today, and I have to say that, you know, I was a little bit, again, I was a little not so 100% certain on how I would react to the flavor or how I'd react to the level of nicotine, but this was the one that really gave me the first little nice mixture of that flavor and the nicotine flavor, and the way that he landed all of the flavors in that very berry vanilla cupcake. Again, you do feel that little bit of a throat burn, but it's not overpowering. Like, I've tried a lot of juices, like I said, and a lot of them, when you take a vapor hit, it's very overpowering and very strong, and it makes the back of your throat tickle, or some people cough or choke, which makes it a little bit hard to make that transition. For anybody who's quitting smoking, I would recommend the CupCake line, honestly, to help, because it has that real nice smooth nicotine, which makes that transition from a cigarette over to a nicotine juice very nice. And like I said, I've been nicotine juice free for probably about 6 months now, I'd have to say. And this should burn. This should make me cough or choke for a lot of people who haven't used nicotine, but it's not, because Chris did an absolutely amazing job. When it comes down to the very berry flavor, it's got a very sweet inhale flavor, which is very nice and very comforting. It reminds you of like wild berry flavor, like in a muffin or a cupcake. On the exhale, you've got that nice vanilla cake flavor, but not too much vanilla, not overpowering. It's a nice blend and a nice mix. So, all in all, again, if you get the chance, if you are a shop or a shop owner, or you work in a shop and you are seeing this review, and I would definitely recommend that you pass this along. And yeah, here, let me hold this a little better. That's a pretty crappy way to hold those bottles. But I would recommend the CupCake line by Chris Hildebrandt and Prairie Vapor Supplies, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Other than that, guys, yeah, have yourselves a great night and enjoy your weekend. And stay tuned for the next review as they come. Other than that, guys, stay cloudy.